Good morning, children. You are welcome to my class. I am Sunil Kumar L, PGT English, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kannur. Today we are going to deal with Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, written by Adrienne Rich. This is for CBSE Class 12 students. A little about the writer. Adrienne Rich was an American poet. She was born in Maryland, USA in the year 1929. She has published 19 volumes of poems. The content of her work became increasingly confrontational, exploring such themes as women's role in society, racism, and the Vietnam War. The style of these poems also revealed a shift from careful metric pattern to free verse. That is the difference between that she followed in her early poems and later poems. In her early poems, she strictly followed the metric pattern. But after the age of 30, her pattern of poetry writing changed. She used free verse also. Yes, Andrew Rich was a poet, a teacher, a critic, a political activist, a women's rights advocate, and she died in the year 2012. Once she said about poems that poems are like dreams. In them, you put what you don't know, you know. This is what she said about poems. Before we go to the poem, I would like to ask you some questions. What is what is the role of female in home? Let us add one more question to it. What is the role of a female in marriage? The poem also discusses about animals as symbols, women and nature, patriarchal power, individual freedoms, political issues, art as escapism. These are the main themes we can find in this poem. Now let us come to know about Aunt Jennifer's Tiger. What is it about? Aunt Jennifer's Tigers is a poem about an oppressed woman, a married woman, who escapes into an alternative world of embroidery and sewing. The poem brilliantly brings before us, within few words, what are the reasons behind this alternate world for her. No doubt, as she was a married woman, she was married to a terrifying man. That was the reason behind this alternative world. The tigers that Aunt Jennifer creates will outlast her and become a symbol of freedom and independence. That is the brilliance of Andrew Rich's poems. Let us check the word outlast here. What does it mean? It means outlive. Outlive Aunt Jennifer. Even after her death, the tigers that she has created will exist. Now I give you one brilliant piece of poem by William Blake that's also on a tiger. Look at the lines. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? Here Blake describes the tiger as a burning bright thing in the forest night. He also wonders what immortal hand or what immortal vision that could frame the fearful symmetry of the tiger. Symmetry here means proportion, the body of the tiger. That's something fearful. What a wonderful piece of poem. Now let us watch a tiger in the forest. Now let me read the poem. Aunt Jennifer's tiger sprawls across the screen. bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Aunt Jennifer's tigers fluttering through her wool. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still, ringed with the ordeal she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Let us take the first stanza. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. The poet takes the reader immediately into the highly visual and symbolic scene where Aunt Jennifer's tigers are prancing across a screen. The tigers which Aunt Jennifer creates are topaz in color. What is this topaz in color? That is wine red or yellowy orange, and live in a green world where their majestic movements express nothing but fearlessness. The world of green here means the green is often associated with the season of spring and rebirth. Here the poet wishes for a rebirth in the form of tiger. They are prancing, which means they are taking high steps. Under sleek movement, they are smoothly and glossily moving, as well as they are chivalric. Chivalry is an ancient knightly term and means courteous treatment, especially of women by men. These are the qualities that is given to these tigers by the poetess. So the tigers know exactly what they are doing, being confident and vital. That is a thanks we have to give to Aunt Jennifer's skill at zooing. Look at the third line. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. Who are these men? Are they ordinary men? No, they are seen in the forest. So probably they are the hunters. They are the hunters of the tigers. But these tigers are not afraid of these men. As I have told you, the poem addresses an abusive relationship between a husband and a wife. And Jennifer sews on a tapestry which has beautiful topaz tigers that prancing across the top of the panel. The tiger's strength shows that they are fearless and free. There are men below the tree that the cats ignore. It never mind the men beneath the tree. They appear to have no fear of the hunters. The tigers have no fear of the hunters. The symbolism of the scene indicates that the men could hurt the tigers with their weapons. However, the tigers show disdain for the men because they are free, they are fearless. Now let us move on to stanza second. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Let us understand this stanza. The second stanza focuses on Aunt Jennifer's hands. Her fingers flutter as if she is nervous. Her fingers are fluttering as if She is nervous or a little feeble, and even the ivory needle seems too heavy as she walks the wool. Ivory is a luxury material from the tusks of elephants. The wedding band, which means the wedding ring that she is wearing, that does not help either. It weighs heavily on Aunt Jennifer, perhaps as a result of the emotional baggage associated with it via her marriage. The whole burden of married life that sits on her hands. That's why she can't sew with the ivory needle. She finds difficulty.